Hey Zalivas, this is SuperZomgbBBQ! Yes, fusions have been confirmed. Now, given the fact that we only revealed this, a month ago or something, details over there.
So here we've got the video, and I think this is what you wanted. Put in full WrestleMania and Survivor deck here, but you still can't activate or anything. But Fusion Chamber info. Here you've got Sheamus as one of the legendary cards, and
all you need to do is just go and see that video to see all the details about fusions, because pretty much everything we guessed has come true, and I am so happy about that. We're in a slow lane of Road to Glory right now. We're in Kofi Kingston. We are making our way up to AJ Styles, but it is like 4 or 5 hours past when the event started, and I haven't got very far at all. So I am really struggling at the moment, and hopefully I can get this ready for the live stream I'm doing later on, but obviously there's no guarantees of that, and I'm just kind of fingers crossed everywhere. Got a couple of new pros in here, but I want to talk about the most important thing first of all, which is that fusions are coming. Now, there's a few things that you should know about the fusions, which I have actually detailed how fusions in Season 1 worked. And I've also, which I showed in just now, and I've got in the description below, details of how the Fusion Chamber will work in Season 2, because we've got a reveal already. However, SuperCard have tweeted out details and have provided us details to explain how the Fusion Chamber is going to work. Now, the update is going to come on the 22nd of May, which is a Sunday, so literally midway through the event, towards the end of the event, 2/3, whatever you want to say, they are going to release an update which is going to have the Fusion Chambers in it, or it's going to activate the Fusion Chamber. Now, why is this so important? Because the fusions in the past have not been looked on very kindly. They're kind of seen as an overpowered mess that comes in, it screws up the competitiveness of the game. And I'm just going to throw out there a couple of predictions for the future, because I'm going to give you all the details you need to know about the fusions right here, right now, on this video, right now. First thing you need to know, and again, if you've watched the previous video, you will know, not previous video, but the video going back to the reveal of the fusions, you will know exactly how these fusions are going to work, because it's pretty much exactly the same. Now, the way it's going to work is that you can put in now, and this is really important, any cards you wish into the Fusion Chamber, so long as you have the card for the starter point, which is at the top of this little kind of clock face, and it goes round in, you put in all the cards there. The first card must be the card from the previous tier's fusion. So you start on the common, you put in as many as you wish to. So on the uncommon, you have to put in an uncommon fusion and then go around it, or common fusion. Then you go to rare, you put in uncommon, rare, super rare, ultra rare, epic, legendary, and then legendary survivor. And that's at the moment where it stops. They are not releasing, and this is really important, they're not releasing WrestleMania just yet. Their words are they're gonna keep an eye on things and see how it goes. My answer is duh, of course they're gonna release it. It'll just be towards the end of this tier, 4 or 5 weeks. Well, saying that, they never released throwbacks for the WrestleMania tier, so maybe they're coming at some point in the next couple of weeks. Who knows? But you'll be able to use, and there'll be a few tips I'm going to give you here around what cards to use. Now, the first thing is that if you go back to another video I did, which I'm going to link in here as well, which is an early loyalty fusion episode, you will get to see how different cards have different effects. You basically are working on a points-based system. No longer there's a recipe. You don't have to have, like I put in the last episode, the last content I uploaded, which was have certain epics, certain legendary, certain survivors. All you have to do is have X cards, and those cards must make X points. That's all you need. As long as you hit that, you can hit that with a one survivor card, and you've just got it. Is probably the time you should be saving any ultra rares, any legendary survivors, anything you can pro. Just leave for the time being until more details are known, and as soon as you finish Road to Glory, the best thing to do is just hold to one side or keep grinding and just get as many as high level cards as you can to use in the chamber. Maybe getting some maybe the rare pros for the lower stages of the chamber as well, probably a good idea. Super rare pros. ultra rare pros, if you're buying packs, keep hold of enhancements, those kind of things, they're all going to be probably useful. Now, I would imagine that the requirements are going to be quite low to get these, because it only goes up to Survivor, and then maybe increase it later. To speed it up, I imagine it's going to take less time for the fusions to be able to become available in this fusion chamber, but we don't know the right details yet. We also know none of the superstars, because the way that they've been produced, and I'll show you an image right now, it's kind of confusing, but I would hasten to guess they're going to follow the same format as Season 1, which is current superstars are going to show up, popular superstars are going to show up in Survivor downwards, and then any gold classic superstars, maybe some very, very good current superstars, maybe a John Cena, for example, the WrestleMania tier. I could literally put my hat on it. I think that John Cena will show up in WrestleMania tier, maybe potentially even Survivor tier, who knows. But definitely guys like Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns who will show up. Charlotte, maybe. I've got a feeling we're going to have maybe 8 to 9 males in the fusion, if at most of the tiers. And for those of you who don't know what fusions are or haven't checked that video out, they're a way of allowing guys who are in tiers beneath the tier they're in to rise up through the ranks. And they also provide cards that are ridiculously overpowered. No more. Those cards are going to be just as good, if not slightly less or slightly more, than your current event cards, which is a great welcome addition, trust me, because having played Season 1, it was a mess. The cards were way overpowered, they were released too early, and as a result for Survivor tier, it was a complete mess. Although it was fun. Being someone who had lots of fusions, it was fun. Guys who didn't have lots of fusions, it weren't so great, and they pretty much got killed in King of the Rings. It just wasn't even funny. And for the beginning of WrestleMania tier, I remember for Season 1, it was quite tense. Lots of people were complaining they were coming against fusion cards that were just way better than them. The WrestleMania fusions did kind of solve that problem by allowing the certain cards to be able to beat them, but realistically speaking, they still weren't on par with the event cards. They've changed that. They've amended that. That is a big, big, big plus. I've already said that on the 22nd they are going to be releasing that whilst I get that card limit hype. I have no idea if it's already in here. I'm trying to save personally as many cards as possible, just to fuse up. And rares I will leave, because rares are really relatively easy to come by. And of course we are probably going to have Team Road to Glory, not Road to Glory, Ring Domination, which you just get tons of rares from on Monday. Plus for me it's going to be saving up those Survivor fusions to blast through when the WrestleMania fusions come by, which I can't wait for. Let me know what you're looking forward to most for the Fusion Chamber in the comments section below. And also let me know how you get with Road to Glory. Got a couple of extra pros there I've just told you about beforehand. You can see here I have got the Xavier Woods here, which is a new pro I got from King of the Ring. I've also got Kalisto, which is a new pro which I leveled up during Team Road to Glory. I've got Dean Ambrose and also Alberto Del Rio here, which I'm just training up in my slow lane of Road to Glory as well. Let me know if any of these make a pro for you, and if any of you are actually to get a pro Natalia. I've got a Natalia which I've held back personally, and I'm going to be proing that to go into the Fusion Chamber. Rusev for me is nothing but fusion food, because after a couple of events he's going to be one of my worst cards available. I don't have him already, so I'll be using him probably straight away. And obviously AJ Pedophiles is right there as well. So that's pretty much it today. The only negative I see from the Fusion Chamber is a lot of the higher up players, the WrestleMania tier players, aren't going to be too concerned. I'm probably going to be more using the cards as images than anything else, other than anything useful. But I guess for certain people, if the Divas are quite useful, they could be worth it for guys who are in WrestleMania tier who haven't maybe got Pro Divas yet, especially if they beat the current Survivor Divas as well. Overall, great news. I'm really looking forward to the Fusion Chamber. Hopefully be able to finish off Road to Glory later on, maybe with something later on in terms of a stream for AJ Styles. A bit of Defeat or Delete would be awesome. And let me know what you think of the Fusion Chamber and all the current revelations that have come available in the comment section below. Is actually one of those, which is to follow me on Twitch. So follow me on Twitch there, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. And then also if you could like this video and subscribe. God, we did that backwards. How did I do that? Such skills. Hopefully with something special later on. Catch you on the flip side. Solid!
Fusion Chamber info. There you've got Sheamus as one of the legendary cards, and